This episode of Tour the World is brought to you by Evergreen Tours, a world of discovery, and Antler, the champions of lightweight luggage. Well, hello there and welcome to Tour the World. Real people, real travel experiences. Now, this week we join Evergreen Tours on the journey of a lifetime on board their Splendours of Europe river cruise. I have to keep pinching myself to make sure it's actually happening. Well, our bags are packed, but before we climb on board, let's check in with the Tour the World Big Five. From Mozart to Monet, a visit to Vienna will be music to the ears of culture lovers. Local specialties are the dish of the day, and we learn the secret to the perfect Wiener Schnitzel. History comes alive at the home of the mighty Habsburgs. Luxury labels are a good buy in Budapest. And drifting down the Danube is without doubt a very relaxing way to travel. This amazing 15-day cruise sets sail from Amsterdam, travelling along the Rhine River through Germany. We join the ship in Passau before cruising the Danube through Austria to Linz and Melk, the stunning Wachau Valley, Vienna, and on to the Slovakian capital of Bratislava. Our cruise ends across the Hungarian border in Budapest. European river cruising is incredibly popular with Aussies, and having experienced this magical cruise for myself, it's easy to see why. This is the Europe that dreams are made of, with beautiful medieval towns and villages, and you can enjoy it all from the comfort of your luxury floating hotel. Evergreen offers a deluxe 4-star cruising experience. Now, to get the most from your visit, at least one guided shore excursion is included in your itinerary each day. So, we're going to need a tour guide. Why is river cruising so popular?
I believe especially for people coming from far, far away, like Aussies, maybe Americans, Kiwis. Yeah, it's so popular because you get to unpack once, leave your stuff in your cabin, and the hotel takes you to places. You know, so you get to see quite a lot of Europe without having to bother to pack, unpack, have a drive in a bus, etc.
What would be your favourite spot along that route?
One favourite spot would have to be the Wachau Valley. It's world famous for its wines, of course, and for its fruit. It's really a very nice area, and it does have some castles.
I'm loving the
You got excited all of a sudden. Yeah, it does have some castles, some very quaint little villages. It's very nice. It's a very beautiful sailing part of it.
Time to cover off a few of the basics. We're travelling on board the fabulous Amadeus Brilliant, which is chartered exclusively for this Evergreen Tours itinerary. The ship is sleek and modern. I expected to see many cruise ships on the Danube, but much of the time we seem to have the river all to ourselves. Now, for this year's cruising season, Evergreen takes delivery of 2 fabulous brand new ships, the Emerald Sky and Emerald Star. Amenities on offer include a heated swimming pool, which transforms into a cinema by night, or enjoy an evening cocktail up on deck at the glittering terrace bar. Back on board the Brilliant, and evenings are relaxed and informal with a well-stocked cocktail bar and live entertainment. This is a chance to relax in the lounge and get to know some of your fellow passengers. End your evenings with a leisurely moonlit stroll up on deck. The included daily shore excursions are well-paced and informative. And while these guided tours will ensure you see all the key sites, you're more than welcome to go exploring at your own pace, or take the time to get to know a few of the locals along the way. Transport on shore is clean and comfortable. It's possible in several towns to walk to the city centre or simply take advantage of the transport provided. Now, the great thing about this Evergreen Tours itinerary is that there's lots of included activities, but also lots of time to do your own thing, which is great because I get to sit and enjoy this, Dankeschön, and watch the world go by. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart was born in Salzburg in 1756 and moved to the Austrian capital of Vienna in 1781, where he remained until his death 10 years later. Many of Mozart's most famous pieces were composed here in Vienna, and this tour includes the opportunity to attend a concert of his works. It's a fabulous way to experience some of the cultural heritage of this amazing city. There are a staggering array of galleries and museums to choose from in Vienna. For art lovers, use your free time wisely and head to the Albertina Museum to experience their incredible collection of works by many of the great masters, including Monet, Cézanne and Pablo Picasso. Albrecht Dürer's unassuming watercolour Young Hare, painted in 1502, is the gallery's most famous piece. Time for a change of pace and the chance to experience some Viennese culture of a different kind. Since the 1700s, Vienna's world-famous coffee houses have been a breeding ground for ideas, innovation, social change and very good pastries. We're visiting the magnificent Café Sascha in the city centre, well known for its exquisite chocolate Sascha torte, the recipe for which is still a fiercely guarded secret. Now, the Viennese take their coffee drinking very seriously. There's no takeaways from a traditional cafe house. They're a place to sit and contemplate life. And once you've bought a coffee, you can sit and contemplate for as long as you like. There are coffee houses dotted across the city, and they're a must-do for any serious caffeine addict. Now, there is a question that Austrians have been asking themselves for years. How do you solve a problem like Maria? The locals have always felt that Hollywood went a little easy on the Von Trapps, but as they bring in thousands of tourists, if you can't beat them, join them. Visit Salzburg, where the movie was filmed. From the schnitzels of Austria to the goulash of Hungary, this cruise provides the opportunity to try a tantalising array of local specialties. A full daily breakfast, buffet lunch and a la carte dinner with drinks are included in the cost of your cruise. Smart casual is the preferred attire as you sit back and enjoy the delicious fare. Guests are free to sit where they like, which provides another opportunity to get to know more of your fellow passengers.
The food's been absolutely fantastic. Oh, you just couldn't ask for anything better.
Now, you do have to be careful on a cruise, though, as we all know.
Oh, you certainly do, because you have to go on a diet before you come on a crouse, because you put on at least 5 kilos.
And you know what?
You've got to get off.
The camera puts on another 5. You're in trouble.
The service all round, they're helpful, obliging. If you need anything, they're right there. And
they are.
They are.
Now, we've docked in the city of Linz in Austria, and I thought I would take this opportunity to try a piece of the internationally renowned Linzer torte, which this city is famous for. It looks amazing. It's got a beautiful, crusty, crumbly sort of taste with raspberries, I think they are, and almond on the top. It's really, really good. Oh, that's good. That's really good. You want some? No. On to the Hungarian capital, Budapest. It was once 2 cities on opposite sides of the Danube, Buda and Pest, which were united as one in 1873. You know, the best way to explore Budapest is by foot, and you can take the organised city tour, or you can explore on your own, and the ship will give you a packed lunch. Look, you get sandwiches, pastries, water, fruit, even a boiled egg. Now, it's not all about the food. There's also some very good wine on offer.
Right here in the Wachau Valley, we are talking about Grüne Veltliner, which is a typical Austrian white wine grape that we are known for, as well as beautiful Rieslings we grow down here. Beautiful Rieslings, very dry. Compared to the German ones that are known on the world market, ours are more dry, more fresh, they're consumed, younger. They still have this on the tongue.
Visit the Alte Klosterkeller winery in Dürnstein. Now, there's no doubt about it, you're going to see a lot of historic churches and monuments as part of this tour, and all of the key sites are included in the itinerary. Now, this is the spectacular Melk Abbey. It's been a Benedictine monastery for about 900 years, since the 11th century, and it's a stunning example of Baroque architecture, although that came a little later, wasn't around in the 11th century. But it does go to show one thing: those monks really knew how to live. Melk Abbey is another of the highlights of any visit to Austria. And for lovers of the ornate Baroque architecture of the 1700s, it's an absolute must-see. Lizzie, how long have you been showing tourists around here at Melk Abbey?
Actually, I started very, very early already after my graduation from school here, working as a local guide here in the monastery, and then I did my license as a tour guide 10 years ago.
Fantastic. So what is your favourite part of the Abbey?
Of the Abbey, actually, my favourite part is the church. It's actually not part of the guided tour, but guests can see it after the guided tour without being constructed, or the guides don't tell you anything. That's really my favourite part.
Okay. And this is just a spectacular example of Baroque architecture, isn't it? Are you going to see anything better than this in Austria in terms of Baroque? Or?
Actually, different kinds of Baroque. Here it's really the typical part of Baroque from southern Germany and Austria. In Vienna it's different because here it shows you that the monks were really powerful, and therefore we have that.
Yeah. What sort of life did the monks live here? Was it quite a... It doesn't look like a solitude kind of existence. It looks like they were quite out there.
This is absolutely true. That shows you how different the monks here are like in other monasteries. Here they are not hidden behind the monastery's wall. They live with the tourists, they live with the pupils. Here we do have a high school. That means when you want to be a monk here, you shouldn't expect really a silent life. It's full of energy, and that shows also the whole complex here.
There's plenty of time following the guided tour to explore more of the site at your own pace and admire the fabulously ornate interiors. The grounds of the monastery are magnificent, with stunning gardens and amazing views across the town and Danube Valley. You could spend hours here, but I opt to head down to the town to take the weight off. This is just incredible. The Abbey was spectacular, but you know what's great is to come down here into the village, rest your tired, weary feet, order one of these, sit back and do some people watching. Next stop, the picturesque medieval town of Dürnstein in the heart of the beautiful Wachau Valley. A guided walking tour of Dürnstein is an included activity on this tour and sets a leisurely pace as we learn more about this fascinating river port from our local guide. Tell me the story of Richard the Lionheart.
Richard Lionheart was the King of England in 1900, and he was on the Third Crusade to Jerusalem with the other kings and leaders of Europe. And they together fought against the Muslims. And there was a dispute about the victory, so they had a quarrel. And they went apart. And our Margrave, Leopold, went back to Austria, and he said, one day when Richard Lionheart is passing my country, I will pay him back. And so he was kept prison.
Richard was eventually released from Dürnstein Castle for a payment of £65,000 of silver. $2 billion today. How would you like to win an amazing touring package? Well, here's your chance from Tour the World. This fabulous prize includes a $1,000 voucher towards a tour for 2 people from Evergreen Tours, a world of discovery. A stylish set of 3 Drive Light luggage cases from Antler, the champions of lightweight luggage. A selection of Go travel products to help you get the most from your travel experience. And a men's holiday wardrobe to the value of $500 from Uberman. Contemporary urban looks and uncompromising quality. Just tell us in 25 words or less where you'd like to tour to and why. Visit tourtheworld.com.au. Time for a spot of retail therapy. Now, while the holiday is definitely over for your credit card in the big cities of Vienna and Budapest, save some holiday budget for the smaller cities and towns and some surprising retail experiences. It's going to be 5 minutes. For shopaholics looking to get their fix of big-name labels and luxury goods, Vienna and Budapest are the places to be. With prices slightly better in Budapest, shopping with the Hungarian forint. But don't expect to bag a bargain. After all, Europe is the centre of style, and that style does not come cheap. Smaller towns like Passau are the spot for more organic shopping experiences. I take the opportunity to visit one of the old bookshops in town for an impromptu history lesson on the Passau region. Passau is a fabulous town to explore on foot, with winding cobbled streets and something to discover around every corner. Take the included guided city walk or explore at your own pace. Or pay a visit to St. Stephen's Cathedral, home to Europe's largest church organ and another stunning example of Baroque style. On to the Slovakian capital of Bratislava, which is renowned for its traditional folk arts and crafts. I visit Ulov, the centre for folk art production, to find out more. We begin with the range of traditional handmade costumes, before moving on to musical instruments and a fabulous selection of handmade pottery, which will make an amazing souvenir of your trip. There are literally hundreds of types to choose from. The centre keeps these traditions alive by offering courses for adults and children, including tinkering and, of course, pottery. Time to have a go at throwing my very own piece of souvenir Slovakian pottery. But I'm going to need just a little more practice. Now, you've only got a small amount of time in Europe and you want to see everything there is to see, don't you? Yes. But occasionally you just want to relax and take it all in. Well, these small cities like Bratislava are perfect for exploring on foot. And once you've done that, you can just sit and enjoy some sunshine. Does that sound good?
Yes, that's right.
It does sound good, doesn't it? Let's do it. Bratislava's Old Town is another wonderful spot to explore on foot. Take the guided city walk or just find a sunny spot in the town square to relax and watch the world go by. And have you managed to spend any time relaxing?
Oh yes, we've been doing a bit of reading in between. Yes, I think it's a lot better than sometimes on the coach or on the go all the time. Where yes, you've got the opportunity to do a bit of reading if you want to.
It's quite nice, isn't it? Because you can sit and relax and watch the river just drift by.
Yeah, trouble is nearly fall asleep reading the book.
Yeah, but that's all right. A little snooze here
very,
and there.
very good.
Good.
Love it.
Now, if you think this tour ticks all the boxes on your holiday checklist, then call Evergreen Tours or go online to evergreentours.com. For more episodes of Tour the World, visit our website or track us down on Facebook.
Well, that is the end of our tour in amazing Buda, fabulous Pest. And we would love to see you tour the world again with us next week. Bye now.